Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCP 2025 matchup.
Onus really is on Harp. He's got to land this grand entrance, set up for Guwon. Guwon's going to be able to stack up the knock-ups. We'll be able to just confirm it here. Ignite comes down the knock-up. The follow-up's fantastic. But have they got the kill? Yes. And will they get out? Yes. It's fantastically played. They're able to punish. There's no teleport. And Ray Farkey even claims one for himself too. As DFM have magnificent...
Evenly, realistically. And Kiaya, yeah.
Oh. I mean, he might just have to accept his fate here and take the recall. I think just a poor mismanagement of his health resource. Ray Farkey once again being looked at, but he's able to dodge out of the stun. Elio once again going to be forced to repel, but this time the wave management, the tower damage is going to be very well managed. Guwon now looking for Kiaya, gets onto him. One more auto attack, flash not available, and there is the flash for Kiaya, so Guwon not able to follow up on that one. But still does have the flash, but in the meanwhile they are losing this dragon and no look to contest at all. Possibly an angle with it. They need to find something somewhere. Ray Farkey takes a lot of damage, but he's actually going to take even more and even more. And the ignite comes down, and the Peacemaker connects. But the health pot, second wind, Doran's shield is enough to keep him up. Kaya realizing he is the point of weakness on the map is going to equalize the first minion wave, but unfortunately there's another one coming. There's no flash, there's no ult. This is pretty clinical as long as there's no massive mistake. The knock-up's there, the knock-up's there, the kill is as well. Harp unfortunately takes that one, but getting the job done nonetheless.
Oh, this could be the play.
Oh, this tower is dead. Not able to save the tower.
Yeah, look, it was a try. It was a valiant effort from Ray to try and deny that, but ultimately GAM will walk away with the first tower feat of strength there. Now it's going to come down to the objectives play, which at the moment GAM leads, having taken the first dragon.
Yeah. And look, while yes, they give over the tower first, when you pick Caitlyn, Elise, you're...
A lot of posturing, but the wave clear is pretty solid out of GAM, so they will create themselves some space. Second lot of void grubs up. Elio needs to get some vision down to enable the team, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And this could realistically just come down to a trade of the objectives, but in goes the quickness, in comes the grand entrance, and out will go Artemis. It's a shutdown picked up by Kakun. The trade will be good there as Harp is taken out. Flashes away though from that decimating smash, and Guwon is in there. He gets the knock-up. Can he get one more auto attack? The Cocoon's good enough to stop him, and Levi has stopped them in their tracks. Ray Farkey once again with a massive smash, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 as so many near misses. DFM do not...
Maybe they didn't. He would have walked on the backside of the brush. So I think there is a reality, yeah. Just purely because of vision control. They had no idea. And top side.
Yeah.
Another free kill on the right.
And just Aria, look at Levi's reaction times to stop this though. Just completely shuts him. So Levi posturing, he's looking for something. The rest of the team dealing with this mid wave as DFM going to be late to the play, but able to get the dragon first. The stun lands onto Harp. Decimating smash will go wide. They're not able to find a way in. Unstoppable force. Not going to be able to find anything. Does split the difference. Still, this is a disaster. Harp just gets gobbled up by a cocoon and follows an absolute death. Ray Farkey as well without ult doesn't have any realistic way out. And GAM, they're able to turn this one around. Looks very, very good. Levi even looking for more. Not able to find it though for the time being. Akalia taking a decent amount of damage from the tower. This should just be the mid lane inner going out, or mid lane outer rather. Should be met by a sandcastle.
I mean, 45 seconds to Herald. That opens the map for GAM to really threaten it. But, I mean, look.
He finds himself up an entire BF sword, essentially.
What do you mean? It's all the collector. It's nothing to do with him. No, but, I mean, Artemis playing Caitlyn exactly the way you meant to. Oh, dear.
Levi finds Ray, but that's definitely not the ideal target. He is stunned up for a long time and will just be completely annihilated, however. Definitely not the tanky Scion you wish you'd had at this stage of the game after how poor the early game has gone for him. Now the Rift Herald all but certain for GAM as they take a stranglehold on the game. 2K ahead, but certainly making it look like a much different game. A nice knock up here. Going to be able to get one kill onto Elio as he does melt to that ignite, but Levi comes in, finds Guwon. Definitely not the ideal target. Have a watch for this impale, and they do land it, but Guwon manages to get off all that damage reduction that comes from his ultimate, and so ultimately will be able to stay up and available for the rest of his team.
Yeah, Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, Levi, buddy.
Right, got to be careful. He's going to take a substantial amount of damage here, but doesn't get knocked up, so it's feeling okay. You see Arya
Does go
waiting.
down. Levi is going to help escort it into that inner tower in the mid lane, but all of DFM is here. Artemis is going to keep pumping out damage onto this tower. Has the zoning of the traps as well. DFM
Yeah, they just get
in a
the
rough
tower.
spot.
They just get the tower. Sure, for GAM now, as they truly are taking this game and running away with it.
I mean, the Feet of Monster Slaying, Ray's just taken so much damage. He's bleeding so badly. And yeah, Feet of Monster Slaying would come on into effect for either team if they do take the Drake here, but this has to be a super clean fight.
That smite from Levi down now, but there's no real way for DFM to get into this Dragon Pit, and so that's going to be the Noxian Blessing going over to GAM. They get the Dragon. They are truly in a dominant position here, and Arakan spawning. It seems like GAM are heading up to get themselves control over the top side after already using one turn in the bottom lane.
Yeah, it's the boring Arakan again, unfortunately. To be fair, there was a lot of action, but not nearly enough. Levi, he's just standing there. 3 members of DFM all around him, and he's just a scanner. He just takes no damage.
They're heading this Arakan.
Yeah,
DFM have no idea.
Yeah, DFM's only option is to take mid lane. That is their only option. They cannot afford to team fight because into choke points, into Skarner.
All right, it's time. But this is already gone. They're too late to the play. They're going to see it, and now they're going to turn around. I mean, if they had immediately committed to mid, this could have actually been a very decent play for them.
They're still going to get it.
Yeah, but they could have got multiple. They have Demolish, and yeah, I think just
oh wow,
not aware of what's going on.
GAM immediately turn and pivot this into a top inner because there is too much time taken. And even with just 2 grubs, and the fact that Artemis is as fed as he is, they can just shred this tower. My God.
Yeah,
what should have been an inner mid lane tower for DFM?
Some form of heavy commit tower dive up in the top lane. If it goes well, they might just end the game. It's a stun onto Arya, but he's able to get on out of that with the shifting sands. But Rayfaki not going to be able to land that decimating smash. Still a bit of damage onto Levi. You never hate to see that. Arya going for an interesting build. That is the equalizer committed for the wave. The tower's going to go down. No health really lost. Levi not going to commit into 5 people.
He did flash ult over the wall onto no one.
Oh.
Yeah, as they pushed that tower. I mean, they're already strangled out of this game. They're almost 5k behind. The gap just grows moment by moment. Even if they were to start up this Baron, I think Kiaya gets in position with the equalizer. They are. So they're now on a choke point in vision, and you've got Levi on one side, Elio on the other, and an equalizer that is moments away from dropping on their head.
Yeah, so they can finish this off. It's what do they lose for it?
Oh, wow.
Nice smite means that they are able to secure it. Karkun gets out of the pit. He finds a lot of damage onto Levi, and it is the heist of a century. It is the absolute heist of a century. No
really
one
far away range that's going to be pumping out. Go on, probably the only real champion that's not threatened as much, but they're going to keep bundling this Baron on in. Elio's been hit. They do take that tower quick enough that they can just back off again. It's 2,700 gold swing, but Kiaya has forced in this wave bot lane. He's drawing some attention now to try and set some space.
Oh, teleport coming in behind him though. Is he aware to what is happening? It doesn't seem like he is, but he might just see those little balls flying past, and all of a sudden Arya as well as Rayfaki are here. There's no way out for him, but how much damage can he do? Not enough as he's shut down there by Rayfaki.
I don't know, it's still a decent amount of damage, honestly.
Yeah.
Arya, half health, and he took about a third, I think it was, off Ray as well. Artemis going to steal the spread buff away. I mean, we've still got a good 90 seconds before the next objective is in play. GAM still have the gold lead, even though it is dwindling just a little bit, but that Baron running out to a time where DFG was a thing, but unfortunately Death by a Grasp is no more outside of TFT.
That's actually right. Okay. Actually doing reasonable damage to Levi now. As, you know, it'll still take a while, but you can see it can happen, which is important. Unfortunately though, Guwon might just be taken out. That's the Hysteric to use. That's the ultimate as well going to be used, and no real way to contest this dragon anymore because of the just straight burst really that Elise offered. So down goes the dragon. That's the soul now. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, gave DFM about the only window back into this game they could have possibly received, and it's going to come down to what could be the this Baron could realistically spell the end of the game for either of these teams, especially if a big fight were to break out. But GAM, they've got complete priority over this river, and they're looking to herd the side of DFM into a corner. Ultimate coming up for Guwon very, very shortly. I wish I knew about Steerax. Imagine that cooldown is still about 20 seconds away. Critical for that survivability, but still, this control over the river is pretty immense for the side of GAM currently.
I mean, the wild thing is 4 minutes 20 till Elder spawns, which would be only the third Elder we've seen this split for the LCP, which is just absolutely insane numbers-wise.
Gonna be nice engaged and a 3-man knockup, and Ray Farking finds it as well. The Emperor's Divide is good, but not good enough to keep Aria up and available. He has to flash on out, the ace in the hole. Kakun on a minuscule amount of HP as he tries to run for his life alongside his other carry, but Levi looking to scoop him up. The slow's there. Kakun is going to get bonked. Down he'll go. It's Aria versus the world. Nobody dying on the side of GAM in the back of that team fight. Still, there are low health bars, but I'm not sure Aria can make this one happen. He is a miracle worker, but this is almost more than a miracle. The flash from Levi. Aria goes aggressive, though. He's looking for one more. He's not going to find it, and it's going to be in 33 minutes, GAM who take game number 1.
Yeah, no second Baron, but GAM get it done in the end. I mean, to be fair, the fact that this game took as long as it did with DFM playing into the draft they were playing into is rather impressive, if I'm being honest. The fact that there is just limited protection for Kakun now without having to commit either Sejuani or Kasante into that role.
Faki has a big job to do here. This is
what in the world is going on?
Yeah, I don't like this.
Ganking
they
Kiaya.
have to get this kill, and it looks like they will at least. But still, I mean, I guess Kiaya gets the kill. Still,
that is the most heinous thing. I mean, it's a great start for GAM. They've got a lead, even if it is only pretty small. I don't know that DFM actually come out on top here.
They do with their jungler here. Bone Skewer does go wide, but Elio with no flash from before is going to be taken out. Trying to give this one to Kakun, I dare presume. Will be able to do so.
He tried. He really did.
Artemis loses flash. They also get the kill.
That's an advantage in terms of that monster slaying feat. Guwon finally... Guwon? What? How is Guwon down as badly as he is?
I think spending a bit of time trying to play for his bot lane. Certainly not looking too good. Now, Arias being the point of target here, does manage to get himself out and will be stunned up eventually. It's a really nice bullet time, and Guwon will secure himself a kill, maybe even looking for another one, as Elio, once again, he does not have flash. Arya is going to be able to throw some peoples at him. One more will do it, and there's the auto attack to secure himself another kill. All the while, though, Artemis freely hitting away at this top mid tower, rather, and it's going to be
available with the push down to the bot side. Ray is about to receive the same treatment that Arias did.
Yeah, 4 people all here. There's not really seemingly much of a way for him to survive, and yeah, it's just taken out pretty cleanly. Very surgical dive coming through from GAM, as Arias is going to be the target of Harp, but doesn't feel like he should be particularly targetable. The Fate Seal's going to be blocked, and Guwon's going to be able to follow up, but a nice dodge, and unfortunately he still goes down. I thought he was going to live, but we do throw out the Sejuani ult and claim ourselves 1 kill there. It is the bot tower, however, that will be picked up by the side of GAM, as they will collect themselves their first step towards picking up that Noxian Blessing as well.
Unfortunately, I mean, the point that DFM are in, they've been here before. Ultimately, Harp is looking for that Bones here as well, pulls the blue buff back, and it will be stolen by Guwon. Poor Levi. But yeah, no, for some reason, it seems that
no, GAM are definitely going to fight this. There's no ults available. What a magnificent ult from Levi. The hostile takeover as well. Kakun does flash out of it, but the shutdown comes through. That's Guwon taken out. It's a 5v4 now. Ray Faki is in all-out mode, so he's taking a lot more damage. He has that Q3 ready, but it's going to be the dragon taken by Ares. And with that, a huge amount of momentum given over to the side of GAM. Just fighting when you've lost your 3 key ultimates is criminal to me. And we're going to locate Levi here on our Raptors. The flash away from him. He lands the Crescent Strike, but not going to be going in on it.
Yeah, how important positioning is for Renata, being able to get that hostile takeover in the right place. Just, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to do a lot for Ellie on this situation. Oh,
Gets hit by the handshake. The chain of corruption brings that one into Guwon as well. The bullet time's reasonable, but unfortunately, everyone's able to get on out of that. Guwon still being chased around, but should be completely fine. Actually, Guwon, with the lead, he kind of accrued through
trying
those
to
early
stabilize and get back into it.
Rift Herald. Ever the crazy Juker.
But yeah, no. DFM definitely feeling like they're feeling in a more comfortable spot. I think this next team fight is going to be a rough one, especially without a hostile takeover anytime soon.
Yeah, Dragon could be the Dragon Soul point, rather, coming over for the side of GAM, and there is no contest to be seen from DFM as they look to get themselves this mid priority. They have the Rift Herald slam into that mid tower. Will be able to take it for themselves on the bottom side, though. Harp getting very low. Rayfaki trying to tank up as best he can, and it's a nice seismic shove landing onto Elio. There's no bailout now. That should be a dead Renata, but a good flash gets him away out of that ultimate from Sejuani, and down will go Misfortune. Harp finds his way into the fight. He might be able to just clean this one up. He gets the double execute. Will be taken down on the top side, though, as Arya and Guwon now with this 2v3 to try and navigate are looking okay. Harp salvaging what was a disastrous look and evening out the fight somewhat there, but still it is GAM. Oh.
Yeah, the Pike is hunting. Will get a decent execute there, only to be bopped on the head by Kiai. More fighting though.
Yeah, fight does break out. It looks like Kiai is taken out on the bottom side. This Voracious Arakan almost certain to be picked up now by DFM, as no one on the side of GAM really in the area to respond. Is going down relatively slowly though. Misfortune certainly not one of those neutral objective shredders that you see out of things like the Varus. It's going to cost them the mid tower. The top tower also likely to follow very soon after. Hopefully nothing else if you are a DFM fan. They are still, finding things around the map to try and keep themselves within it. They now have 2.5 minutes to utilize this Voracious buff.
Yeah, I mean, they will at least start chipping away at some of these towers, but yeah, look, I don't know, Kiai getting caught out of it. I think DFM need to be very, very careful in the way that they approach these team fights, because if the opportunity presents itself, they can absolutely be steamrolled, but they're looking for it in the mid lane. Yeah,
going to force out Artemis's flash. He's going to get stunned up, and he does have the cleanse to get out of that for the time being, and he's dipping and diving. He's able to get out. The ultimate's not going to land from Harp, though, and he is going to be withdrawing in the near future. Back he'll go to his base and forward. It's a nice moonfall. The withdraw again will come through. Can they get this last hit? Yes, they can as Kakun flashes on forward, but still Kiai in the back line. Arya, though, he might have just found one deletion. He has. He's doing so well. Arya comes in to mop up the backside of things, but Kakun is living. Eventually, he does go down. The all-out's there for Rayfaki, though, as he tries to answer one back. He unfortunately misses one of those Qs, and with that, it means Arya is going to be able to survive. Those Natofu strikes being the source of so much of Kasante's damage means that one mistake does mean that Ares is able to escape.
So,
winning fight. Oh, look at Levi. He's got one of those massive blast cones. Oh, this is a very, very scary position for DFM to be in, and I think they realize that they're getting out of that pit. Levi, though, he's still on the flank. He does have flash, and he does have moonfall. He's going to find his way in. He's going for the back line, perhaps. No, he's looking for the dragon first. He gets it secure. That is going to be the soul going over now to GAM, but it's 1 kill to DFM. It's going to be answered back. No, Guwon does survive on the most narrow amount of health. Eventually, he does go down. 4v4. Oh, and so much damage coming in to the entirety of the DFM roster. Harp, Arya, everyone just trying to escape with their lives as Levi marches on forward, gets the reset, goes on in. The targeting is there. Do they have the damage? Oh. No, they don't. The bailout, one more auto attack, and he's not going to get it. It's at least the kill traded, but so much found, and the Dragon Soul over to GAM. They have all the chips in this game.
Is looking like at the moment. Yes, no, yes, no, please, yes. And ultimately, Artemis.
Nice wins.
What a play. That was a clean cleanse. Just carry the
yeah,
ball.
But Elio, he's not going to be able to cleanse it. He is going to go down. It is bullet time used, however. Kakun not hitting that hard, all things considered. Really wanting to make his way to that infinity edge when he will start being able to offer those massive bullet times. But you saw there, pretty much an entire bullet time to take down Elio's health bar. Still, it's now going to be a 4v5 for the remaining 15 seconds. And DFM opting to start up this Baron.
On a ward.
Yeah. 4v5 though, no hostile takeover. There is the Soul, there is Kaya teleporting into the top side. There's enough tools where DFM should feel okay. They're isolating Levi. Levi finds his way in, but it's not the greatest engage. They do, however, find Arya, who does go gold in the back of the team fight, and down will go Kaya. It's going to be at least one answered back, though, as Kaya does manage to take out Kakun in the midst of all of that carnage, and so all things said and done now, 3v4 as Alio returns to join his team, and no Baron take. This could be, I mean, I don't know who it generally favors. The Baron does definitely last longer. The Elder, however, does mean you have so much more combat.
I think it definitely goes the way of DFM here. That Elder is going to be so good in a team fight because Baron's good and all, but you don't really want to fight in that situation. They've just worked so hard to get for themselves. It could ultimately just be their downfall, as Iris was fighting Ray there.
Yeah, Ray getting very low, but he's going to be able to get out of that Fate Seal. Does flash away as well. Should be okay, although the follow-up is coming through. The flash forward from Ares, he is going to be taken for a ride. Does Ray Farkey have what it takes to take out this 1v1? He's able to dip and dive. He's getting out, but he's going to be executed. Down he goes, but it's going to be traded for Ares' life. The execute from this Elder Dragon should be enough. He's looking for a long time. Shutdown eventually does come through, and the Baron-empowered recall there for Elio gets him out of harm's way. So Weaver's Wall, what's we looking for? Levi. Oh, it's a seismic shove. Arya is so damn accurate with these. Very low now is Levi on the Diana. In fact, he's just going to be executed. The bailout will be there, though. However, will they have enough to take it down? The hostile takeover is really good. Kaya now teleporting in, but it's going to result in nothing at the moment. Tower being pressured by DFM. Levi somehow surviving the flash, the bullet time. Should they get this kill, it could be massive for them. They do. It is at the cost of Guwon's life, however, as Harp gets taken down to such a minute amount of health thanks to this tower. And they will get yet another objective to their name. That's 2. Elio now, it's still an Elder Dragon available. He does get the bailout proc, but no kills to come through. Arya still wailing in on this health bar. Levi back. Levi, can he do it? The double! Does he have the triple? No, the golden from Arya keeps him alive, but the teleport, and also this Varus will be able to locate, lock down, and take out Arya. No way out for this Talia, or perhaps there just is! He sidesteps, but will get taken out. It was a heroic effort, but so long does go this Talia.
He survived flawlessly.
If a team fight and able to win it out, then that would almost certainly spell the end of the game.
I think if you're GAM, you now prioritize that Elder Dragon. I mean, seeing how impactful it was, the Baron only did so much for you, and Ares is looking for something here under this bottom lane inner. You got Levi on the backside.
Guwon missing his ult there, the bullet time splitting the difference, but here comes the hostile takeover, and here comes GAM. Levi on the back line. They're able to take out 1, 2, 3. That will be a 4th, and only Arya yet again with so much left to do and no tools to do it with. It was a valiant effort from DFM, but unfortunately, just like our first series, it's going to be the VCS reigning supreme here as they take a second series 2-0.
It is indeed GAM time, baby. They are absolutely rocking it. I'm a big fan of these Vietnamese rosters who are just, they are really putting the screws to these poor Japanese teams in the competition at the moment.